running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 so she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. You still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to take your stand. Take it easy. Well, I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, going down to take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know that your sweet love's gonna save me. We may lose and we may win, though we may never be here again. So open up, I'm climbing in. Take it easy. Running down the road, trying to loosen my load. Got a world of trouble on my mind. Looking for a lover who won't blow my cover. She's so hard to find. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy. Don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love's gonna save me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Gotta take it easy. Gotta take it easy. Welcome.
I think it's Angels now.
Yeah, it is.
Dreams were lightning, thunder was desire. Then this old house would have burned down long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I can hold on to. Believe that this living ain't a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, I had me a cowboy. He weren't much to look at. He's just a free rambling man. But that was a long time ago. No matter how hard I try, no. The years they flow by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I can hold on to. Believe that this living ain't a hard way to go.
There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them buzzing, and I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, and got nothing to say?
Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I can hold on to. Believe that this living ain't a hard way to go. Believe that this living ain't a hard way to go.
Ooh, hey. Or Yahoo, however you want to say it. God be with you. Welcome to Stampede 2024. Have just look around your shoulder and around you. So many people here today to make this morning happen. Hillhurst United Church has 4 core practices. Hospitality, you'll hear about that in a moment, whether it's pies or hot dogs or water balloons. You'll hear all about that. Spirituality, couldn't be in a better sanctuary than right here outside. God isn't contained in a building, but all around us. Social justice, how do we take what matters to transform the world? And it's all grounded in risk. And no risk here this past week with amazing weather. I'm John Pentland, one of the ministers here at our church. And I want to thank over 26 people volunteered this morning to make this morning happen. Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah, I love that. Yep, there was a call out and 26 people or more said we can help in some way, and they will be helping us through the morning. As we come together today, I want to say that you belong just as you are, whoever you are. We are an affirming church for over 15 years. That means the grass and the chair and this space says, I love you and you belong here. You don't have to fit in. So we welcome people who are stepping in regardless of age, stage, sexual orientation, religious or not, Stampeder or not. You are welcome in this place today. Also, we want to honor the Indigenous people who walked this land before us, who took care of it and stewarded us and invite us into truth and reconciliation work, each doing our own way of understanding our past and making amends so that truth comes and reconciliation comes. So we honor that fact. I want to invite Amanda to come forward. As she comes forward, I want to thank the band. Do you want to give them a cheer out right now? Amazing music that they'll be providing for this very short service. If you're wondering, it'll be 22 minutes long. But also look over, and this is online. So wave your hands. There's people somewhere in BC or in Iceland or in Nairobi, who knows where, watching the service. And this is the first time we've done in person and online. So that's awesome amount of work for you all to do that. Great work. So here's Amanda.
Well, good morning. So this morning, like John said, we'll have a quick worship service, short, enjoyable, lots of music, lots of fun. And then after that, we're going to have maybe a chance to get John a little wet here and do some little, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I know. And then we are going to be moving into having some special agriculture stations. We have a 4-H club that's joined us today to help us. And some of our congregants who come from an agricultural background have bought lots of things to teach us and explain and show off. And we're going to eat, of course. So stay around after the service. We'll walk you through everything else that's going on. But have fun. Let's enjoy.
Okay, and I'll turn this back over to the band. Here you go.
This is going to be us, but it's going to be you, of course, by invitation. So if you want to stand, if you want to move, it's Stampede, it's outside, it's fun, you've got your hats. Every time I feel the Spirit, hopefully you'll feel the Spirit and move with us. Let's go. Come on, let's stand, let's do it. As we gather, kindle our souls, broken pieces becoming whole. A new beginning, a brand new day. Bring us together in every way. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my soul, I will pray. When we fall short, God, to do what's right, guide us swiftly back to the light. Let peace and justice together reign. Let all the faithful catch Spirit's flame. Here we go. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my soul, I will pray. As loving people, help us to share your power and presence everywhere. Let justice roll down in righteousness, like flowing water be in our midst. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Yes, every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray, I will pray, I will pray. Well done, well done. You can sit if you want, keep standing if you want. So there are some kids here and people that feel like kids. And this one's about all the critters that sing in the choir. So if you feel like being a critter, I have 3 critter spots, okay? So if you might hear the jaybird disagreeing, what would that sound like? Jaybird disagree. Very nice, very nice. And then the coyote howls. Oh, oh! One more. Oh yeah, excellent. And the old cow just goes moo. Moo. That's your part. Otherwise, sing and then wait for your critter spot. Okay, here we go. All God's critters. Here we go. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing high, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or paws or anything they got now. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone. pause, or anything they got now. Your part's coming in this verse. The J bird is coming. To the top where the little bird sings all the melodies with the high notes ringing and the hoot-owl cries over everything. And the J bird disagrees. Singing in the nighttime, singing in the day, and the little duck quacks and he's on his way, and the otter hasn't got much to say, and the porcupine talks to himself. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. Dogs and the cats, they take up the middle, and the honeybee hums, and the cricket fiddles, and the donkey rains, and the pony neighs, and the old coyote howls. Listen to the bass, it's the one on the bottom where the bullfrog croaks, and the hippopotamus moans and groans with the big to-do, and the old cow just says moo. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. It's a simple song living everywhere, and the fox and the fox and the grizzly bear, and the alligator and the critter, and the sly old weasel and the turtle dove. Here we go. All God's critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher, some sing out loud on the telephone wire. Some just clap their hands or pause or anything we got now. Woo! I'm going to read a little bit of scripture this morning from the version of the Psalms called The Message. From Psalm 63, verses 1 to 4. It goes like this. God, you're my God. I can't get enough of you. I've worked up such hunger and thirst for God, traveling across dry and weary deserts. So here I am in the place of worship, eyes open, drinking in your strength and glory. In your generous love, I am really living at last. My lips brim praises like fountains. I bless you every time I take a breath. My arms wave like banners of praise to you. May you feel the blessing of God's earth this morning as we celebrate. I will sing of your love, 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 of your steadfast love, for as long as I live, and I will sing of your love, 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 for as long as I live. I will sing of your love so wide that it welcomed the neighbor and will not divide. Join us here. And I will sing of your love, 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 for as long passion so deep, and your love for them all. And I will sing of your love, 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 for as long as I live. Your love is stronger than the mountains, soaks through me like the pouring rain. It's no wonder that I'm answering your call. Whenever someone needs a neighbor, and whenever there's a child in pain, we'll be working on a just world for all. Your love is stronger than the mountains, soaks through me like the pouring rain. It's no wonder that I'm answering your call. Whenever someone needs a neighbor, and whenever there's a child in pain, you'll be working on a just world for all. For as long as I live, for as long as I live.
If you tend to get a little seasick, there's a point in this song where you might want to close your eyes. Just wait for it.
This one's called From This Valley. It's by the Civil Wars. I encourage you to check them out. Alyssa introduced the band to us, and fantastic music. So this is one of their pieces that we've loved covering.
And it features Neil on the mandolin, so wait for that. Thank you, Neil.
Oh, the desert dreams of a river that runs down to the sea. Like my heart longs for an ocean to wash down over me. Oh, won't you take me from this valley to that mountain high above? Oh, I will pray, pray, pray till I see your smiling face. I will pray,
Pray,
to the
pray.
one I love.
For the outcast dreams of acceptance are just to find your love's embrace. Like an orphan longs for its mother, well, may you hold me in your grace.
Oh, won't you take me from this valley to that mountain high above? Oh, I will pray, pray, pray till I see your smiling face. I will pray,
Pray, pray.
to the one I love. Ooh, oh, a strong wind that will flow beneath her wings, like a voice longs for a melody to that mountain high above. Oh, won't you pray, 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 till I see your smiling face. I will pray,
Pray, pray.
to one I love. Oh, I will pray, 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 till I see your smiling face. I will pray,
Pray, pray.
to the one I love. Woo!
All right, thank you so much. Well, that song leads right into this space in our service, which is a time to pray. Not that prayer is a pause and words, but rather being open and attentive. And so as we enter into this space, I'll invite you to pay attention to the noises around you, to the wind around you, to the warmth of the sun, to the concrete or grass under your feet. The four directions and the invitation to pay attention. And so I invite you to this space. Let us pray. Creator of all, some of us have had a great week. Hospitality beyond belief. The smile of a friend, the smile of a stranger, a pancake breakfast, a barbecue lunch. Our toes tapping to music we didn't know we liked, but know it in our bones. Thanks for the wind, this gentle morning breeze. Feel it on our skin and through our hair. Cooling, refreshing, embracing. Give thanks for the sounds of this week, for ooh-hays and yahoos and laughter and music and conversation. For the sounds of horses running, people singing. Remember those who've had tears on their cheeks this week. Deep gratitude at a wedding or baptism or good news, new opportunity. For those who have wept this week due to loss or sadness or celebration of life. For those who've heard news of medical results or the tragedy of unexpected loss. Give thanks for tears that remind us that we are human. And even though our hearts break, your tears are the first to fall. Give thanks for the quiet of the morning, for new sights in the garden, for the freshness of the Bow River, for fireworks in the sky. Pray for places around the world this day who are in tension and grief, in particular United States this morning. Places in Europe who are worried or wondering. Places in Africa that are waiting and hoping. Places in South America and Asia, tilling the ground, receiving the gift of your body, the earth. Places around the world and around this space. And in the silence of this place, we continue as we listen and feel your presence all around us. Creator, whether we are on mountaintop or the deepest valley, you journey with us. You are present to us in our waking and our sleeping. We open our hearts in gratitude and trust that your presence will lift us along the way as we sing together the Lord's Prayer. Before we move into the reflection time, I just want to make an announcement about next Sunday. I'm delighted that Tim Tamashiro will be with us. Tim is a friend and someone who I've had a conversation with about his life and a book he's written called Ikigai. Good luck finding that and figuring what that is without knowing. He'll be here to explain it next Sunday as he journeyed himself as a Buddhist to understand purpose in life. I've read his book this week and encourage you to go online and type in his name. We'll be in conversation next Sunday right here inside the sanctuary, and I'm delighted to have him inspire us and encourage us no matter how old we are on our journey. So next Sunday at 10. As we come into this, I'm wondering how many people, this is their first Stampede. We should just have a look around here. Anybody here for the very first time? Put up your hand. There you go, first timer, okay. How many people went to a pancake breakfast this week somewhere? All right, or a lunch, a barbecue of some kind? Okay, how many people went to the Stampede grounds this week? All right, how many to the Stampede grounds for the first time in your life? Okay, you can be our exhibit A over here. Excellent. Okay, so I wonder if we would take into the question for the day is when you think about this week and your time in Calgary, what's the best part of this week for you? Is it the music? Is it the parade? Is it being at the grandstand? Is it just this music? I don't know. So just meet somebody near you, say, hey, if I think about this week, this is one thing I'd want to say Yahoo to. This is an important part. So you got 1 minute. Make sure you don't need to know the people. Just say, this is where I'm at. This is what I think. Please take 1 minute. All right, thank you for just checking in and sharing your first impression of what part of Stampede Week you liked. Yesterday I wrote a piece, although I have only seen it online, but I think it was in the paper, the hard copy paper about hospitality, because one of the things I believe about the Stampede, having lived in this city for over 30 years, is that there's a certain air this Stampede Week that is different than the others. There's a bit of lightness, a bit of joy, a bit of outness that I think you experience during the Stampede, whether you're down at the grounds every day or whether you're just even in your own neighborhood. There's a sense of hospitality that is born during this week, whether it's the music or the breakfast or the lunches or just people's air as they move around. Just even riding here on my bike here this morning, I was going down the street. There's a guy walking down the middle of the road. I saw his hat. I said, good morning. He said, good morning indeed. You could tell that little indeed made the difference during Stampede. Hospitality is central to who we are in Calgary, who we are in the West, and certainly what the Stampede is all about. And you remember the times in your life when you've experienced hospitality unexpectedly, when you've been in a different country, in a different place, and you were out of sorts, and someone was hospitable to you, welcoming, encouraging, helping you, giving you directions, or just helping you to find your way. Hospitality is a sense of going out of your way just that little bit more to welcome somebody into their midst. Sometimes hospitality can be really irritating, like it was this past week for me. I was at a family wedding in Winnipeg this past week, and on the Friday evening before the wedding, where it's heading off to the Bombers game. Now, I happen to be an Ottawa Rough Rider fan, just that shows you my age and the Rough Riders. So now I'm a Saskatchewan Rough Rider fan. But they were playing Ottawa and the Bombers, and they've got a fabulous stadium there, and you have to take a bus. You're shuttled out there. So we crammed on this bus, and here we are, I don't know, several hundred people in a place that holds about 50 on this bus. And I come in, and I'm standing in my spot, and I hear this voice behind me. This person says to me, "Sir, would you like to have a seat?" I was like, I know. I looked at her, I swung my head around, and I said, "How old are you?" He was 61 and I was 64, and I'm like, "Thanks for your hospitality." It caused a lot of laughter all around us, and indeed, there was hospitality in the air, but I didn't really expect it. But sometimes it can be irritating when you don't want to have it. But hospitality is central. And hospitality is central to the Bible. It's not just the white hats at the airport. That is a great way to welcome people to the city. But hospitality was literally life and death in the biblical era, because you would travel and you would be dependent on people to welcome you in. If you needed food or shelter or a place to stay, it was life or death. And certainly hospitality for us is not necessarily life or death. Hospitality as a country certainly is, as we welcome people from other lands to be in our land and we seek to be hospitable. We have to ask the question of ourselves, who are we hospitable to and for what? But the hospitality ethic of the Bible can be life and death, literally, even today for some. But it's more gentle and more simple, and yet can be a very risky thing to do, to be hospitable. In the biblical era, there's a great phrase in Paul's writing. He says, practice hospitality, because in doing so, you may be entertaining angels unaware. Practice hospitality, because in doing so, you may be entertaining angels unawares. And one of the things that I think about this is that often we're unaware. We don't really know how important that little extra moment, that little extra time could be for somebody. And Jesus picked up on this because the central theme of all of his parables are hospitality. How are we being hospitable to the one who's been robbed, the one who's been left on the side, the one who's been forgotten? And all of the parables speak to this call to be hospitable, to be the one who takes some extra moment, who reaches out to make sure one's okay and to help them along their way. Hospitality is the Good Samaritan. You all know that story. Hospitality is the prodigal son story. Hospitality is any of the parables that remind us that little bit extra of food and drink and shelter and welcome to the stranger is how we know what we would say is the Christ in another, regardless of religious tradition. Hospitality is central to all of them. So when I think about this week and I think about hospitality, I hope that we take the spirit of that hospitality just a little further when tomorrow night and the Stampede is over, into these future weeks, as we think to ourselves, how can we just perhaps pause and go back and help someone? How might we go forward and welcome someone so they know what hospitality is? Because the God we worship is hospitable to you and to me. And we call that word grace. That hospitality, that willingness to pause, that willingness to encourage another goes a long, long way. And I think that's what this week invites us all to consider. Whoever we are, wherever we're at, God is a God of grace. And it's up to us to be the hands, feet, and voice of that hospitality in the world. So as you step forward with your uhe or yahoo, may that be a symbol of hospitality. The hospitality God gives you and I, we're invited to share with the world. May it be so. Amen. I'm going to invite our band up here, and I know we've got some announcements about what's coming right after this.
Mic check. We're gonna put lots of moving parts today. We're gonna sing. We're gonna put on our best country voice. We're gonna sing some Garth Brooks, and this song speaks to hospitality. And just as we have sort of a prophetic vision of what we're trying to do as we are hospitable, as we are good neighbors. Join on the chorus, and if you know it, join in anytime. Here we go. This ain't coming from no prophet, just an ordinary man. 'Cause when I close my eyes, I see the way this world shall be when we all walk hand in hand. When the last child cries for a crust of bread, when the last man dies for just words that he said, when there's shelter over the poorest head, we shall be free. When the last thing we notice is the color of skin, when the first thing we look for is the beauty within, when the skies and the oceans are clean again, then we shall be free. We shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight, walk proud, 'cause we shall be free. When we're free to love anyone we choose, when this world's big enough for all different views, when they all can worship from our own kind of pew, hey son, we shall be free. We shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight, hold out, walk proud, 'cause we shall be free. And when money talks for the very last time, and nobody walks a step behind, and there's only one race, and that is mankind, we shall be free.
Stand up and sing with us.
Oh, we shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight and hold out, 'cause we shall be free. Just voices. We shall be free. We shall be free. Stand straight, walk proud,
hold out,
'cause we shall be free.
one more time.
We shall be free, and we shall be free. Stand straight, and walk proud, 'cause we shall be free. We shall be free. Please have a seat while we tell you what's next and how everything's going to work.
All right. I'm going to invite Amanda and whoever's going to share those words. So there's lots to do in this next little bit. As you go, let's give thanks again to the band for all of their work preparing and being here. Awesome. Great leadership. Lots of work goes into this. And to our tech team who've made people somewhere in the world feel welcome and hospitable. You know, that's a great example of hospitality. It's not like, okay, we're having an outdoor service, let's forget about everybody online. No, you are part of our community, and we do every effort to say you matter by making that effort to do that. And we remember that we are set free. We are loved, forgiven, and set free. And may announce of this service take you to be hospitable even more so in the world to the God who loves us and is hospitable to us. Okay, Amanda, I'm going to invite us. Woo, here she comes. Okay, lots of good instructions, and there's pies over here to find out about too. You got to explain that.
I'll explain the pies, I'll explain the food, I'll explain the water balloons. So let's start off. We're going to have pie. We'll go there first. Over to my right, your left over here, we have some pie stations. It's a pie contest. Many people from this community have gone home, baked pies, donated them. If you're part of the pie contest, you're going to get a little tiny piece of each pie, and you're going to get a ballot. You'll write down whichever one you want to vote for, what was the best. Drop it in the ballot box over there. There are also some donation boxes to go with that one. We are hoping to use this as a little bit of a fundraiser, maybe towards our brand new renovation, all the stuff that's happening in this side of the building. And if we run out of pie, which might happen, there are lots of other desserts. So please get some sweet stuff. Over behind me, we have a drink station. I forgot to say that. Lemonade and water. No coffee today. It's nice and warm anyways. So lemonade and water over here against the building. Hot dogs, I think, are coming close to being ready. I know there's a lot on that griddle over there. So hot dogs are over on this side of the, to my left, your right over there. And thank you to all the people who have cooked and prepared and made all this happen. Across just behind you over in the field, we have the Bow Valley 4-H Club that has come and joined us today. They're going to have some kids activities. So we have water and I think a little bit of, they'll explain it when you get over there. Lots of different activities over there. There's also some tables set up and we have Sydney and Susan and Alan who have brought things from their homes and their farms to show off and show. So there's pictures. They're also there to teach. And so go and ask questions, please. Go see them. They have lots to talk about. And there's some over with Bethany underneath the trees. There's some coloring and other kids things as well as a tent if you need to cool off a little bit. And I think that's it for station. Sydney, did I miss anything? No, this is Sydney over here. Sydney organized all of the stuff over on this side, so all the activities. She's one of our next gen leaders, and if you didn't know it, she grew up on a farm. She actually knows all of this stuff and was quite passionate. So about 2 months ago, she came to me. She said, "Can I do this?" Yeah, please do it. Have fun. So she's organized all of these things over here for us. Sydney, now, as we start we're going to transition here. We're going to thank our band one last time for the wonderful leadership today. They're going to start doing a little bit of a transition because as we're doing all this amazing stuff, we have the traveling ukuleles right behind us who have volunteered to come and play for us today. And they're going to be coming up here and taking over the music here. So yeah, let's give them a giant welcome to the traveling ukuleles because I don't know if we get another chance. And while that transition's happening, I'm going to pass the microphone over to Sydney, I believe, here. And she has a bunch of questions because she wants to talk a little bit about what really happens on the farm. And she's got a little bit of incentive to help you get the right questions right there, the answers.
John, are you ready? John.
He's run to hide, I think.
know. He voluntold to do this fun activity.
Yeah, I believe the way it went down was, John, you're going to get water balloons tossed at you. That's okay, right? You have no idea. You're over there with Sydney. You'll see Sydney. You're warned to bring extra clothes, right?
How far over here we can get. Oh.
Logistics, right?
All right, my friends. Are we good, Tech? All right, thumbs up from them. So how our fun game goes, I've got some fun facts and myths and questions about agriculture and farming. You guys can put your hand up if you think you know what the right answer is. If you are correct, we have water balloons and we have our lovely John. Right answers, 1 water balloon. He is very thrilled for this activity, my friends. So let's start off with a fun and easy one. Does chocolate milk come from brown cows? Who would like to answer this? Jasper? Correct. Would you like to come throw a water balloon at John? You got one. You get a water balloon. No, chocolate milk does not come from brown cows. We add that after. And if you've ever heard the myth that milk is less grade, it is absolutely the same as white milk. It has to pass the same standards from. Come on, away from the. This front row might be a water hazard here, my friends. All right, question number 2. Grass-fed animals only eat grass. Yes. Grass-fed animals only eat grass. Clara? Your answer's no? Correct. What do we think they eat in the winter? Are they, and oats and barley and lots of other fun stuff. Oftentimes they are grass finished, so that is near the end when we have beautiful sunshine and lots of grass. John, you're getting lucky today. Livestock is one of the leading producers of methane gas and carbon emissions. Is that your question? Is it true? False. They count to over only 8% of the emissions in Canada. Roughly 4% of that is the beef industry. However, heating and cooling our houses takes up almost 40%. They fart a lot less than we think they do. All right, another silly one, and this is going to be hard if people don't know me. Was my high school grad date my 4-H steer? Yes? Oh, the kids kind of got that one. Yes, it was, and I've got photo proof over there. Oh. All right, next one. This one's a hard one. Antibiotic-free meat never in its life. Oh, sorry. I'll repeat that question. Antibiotic-free meat means that animal never had any antibiotics its entire life. Hands up. Oh, I see a hand up over there. Robin. Robin says no, and Robin is correct. Antibiotic-free means that it had no antibiotics 30 days prior to processing. And farmers only use antibiotics if an animal is sick, just like us. If we've got strep throat, we want medicine to make us feel better. Two more, John, 2 more. Shearing sheep hurts the sheep. No! And you like to do honors? No, in fact, not shearing sheep can cause a lot of health problems with the animals, including overheating, skin rashes. They are bred that we can hum and shear them, and especially in the summer, it is very hot for them. All right, my friends, last question. Most farms are owned by large corporations, not by small families and ranches. Leslie, you guys have had a lot of fun today. Yes, hon? False, correct. 97% of farms in Canada are owned by ranching families. Yeah. Last one for John. Oh, Cordy got a good shot in. Can we get a round of applause for John's good sportsmanship?
Thank you, Sydney, for organizing everything today. Thank you for being here. Go eat, have fun, lots of activities. If you need any help, there are people wearing lanyards. They say volunteers. Check in with them. Check in with myself, Sydney, Danielle, wherever she is. We'll try to help you. Have fun. Go eat, drink. Thanks for being here.